Are you ready for learning checkpoint number 2? Hey, I'm glad you made the great choice to watch this video. Okay, I promise I'll be as fast as I can, but at the same time, I want to make sure we understand learning checkpoint number 2, and I want you to be as successful as possible on it. So really, this video focuses on just learning checkpoint number 2, so I'm going to help you out on it. So you have a couple of ways to complete learning checkpoint number 2. One, I would encourage you to do it with me as the video progresses. And either one, you can have a paper and pencil out where you're writing information down to help you on where to locate the answers to each of these 5 questions for learning checkpoint number 2. Or the other option is to simply utilize that pause button and then pause after each question of the 5 learning checkpoint questions and then respond to that question and then unpause and continue to move on as I move on within this video. So your choice, whatever works best for you. But I'm going to pull up learning checkpoint number 2. You're actually going to see it right now. And boom, there you go. You'll notice you have 3 attempts. All right, so question number 1 focuses on settlement and resources. So, which is not a reason why settlers wanted to live in the present day state of Minnesota during the early to mid 1800s. So, 6.12 is an excellent online textbook page to utilize to find the answer. And I know you have notes as well, okay? But I'm utilizing our textbook as a resource right now to help you. And so, really, this first paragraph on the top of page 6.12 is where you're going to locate the answer to question number 1. Remember, it's asking you for the not. So, 3 are reasons why settlers chose to move and settle in the present day state of Minnesota. 1 is not. You're looking for the not. Okay, so simply click A, B, C, or D. Question 2 focuses on the value of resources. To the Dakota and the Ojibwe, the land belonged to the people who lived there, just as the people belonged to the land. The land provided food and other resources necessary for what? And you can see the word bank. This question, you're going to find the answer down here under the value of resources on page 6.11. Okay, I would encourage you to reread that. That's going to be an excellent resource for you in order to answer question number 12. And as a reminder, let's just say I thought the answer was reservation. Click inside the blank first. In other words, you'll see this blank highlighted and simply click on the answer. And that way you don't have to type. If you do type and you do misspell, okay, one of the answers within the word bank, it is going to Schoology will mark it as incorrect. Okay. Question number 3. Again, you can be writing this information down as I'm talking as you're watching the video, or the other option is to simply utilize the pause. Changes to physical landscape. Here we go. Number 3. When settlers arrived in the lands of Minnesota, the physical landscape quickly changed. For example, trees were cut down to provide timber for building homes, and the land was busted up as the rich, fertile soil would be used for what? So, again, back to page 6.12, that paragraph that you've already read, that's going to help you, okay, to come up with the correct answer for question number 3. Moving on. Whoa, question number 4 is not easy. It focuses on vocabulary. And if you notice within the directions, you have to get everything correct in order to earn the point. So slow down when you complete this question on vocabulary. A great resource would be, of course, your vocabulary terms, right? Go back and pull that out, and I'll show you where you can also locate it within the online textbook as well. So these are fill in the blanks. In 1849, Minnesota became a territory. Minnesota's new territory governor was Alexander Ramsey. Henry Sibley was the first state's governor. The first goal of Governor Ramsey was to acquire land from the Dakota and the Ojibwe to continue the United States blank. Okay. Ramsey and other U.S. leaders wanted to sign blank with the Dakota and the Ojibwe to attain this land. The U.S. offered the Dakota and Ojibwe blank or yearly payments in exchange for the Dakota and the Ojibwe land. The U.S. promised the Dakota and the Ojibwe they would retain a portion of their land known as a blank. So, where could you find? Whoa, I don't know why that just happened. My apologies. Where can you find that information? Go to page 6.15 in your online textbook, And here you're going to have to read the entire section on Minnesota Territory. In other words, these two paragraphs. So you're going to find your information here. Your Chapter 6 vocabulary will also help you to respond to question number 4. And I apologize that that happened again. I'll scroll back down to the question. But again, make sure that click within the blank and then click on the correct answer. And again, there's only 4 vocabulary terms within the word bank, and there's only 4 blanks. So there is not an extra word that would trick you. All right. So good luck on that question. And lastly, question number 5 looks long, but I think it's easy. Motivation for treaties, something that you should have reviewed with me by watching the video and completed in your most recent learning activity besides the treaty at Traverse des Sioux. So here we go. There are several reasons why the Dakota were motivated to sign treaties with the U.S. government. One reason was the Dakota knew the fur trade was ending, and they would need to find new ways to receive goods for survival. Wonder if that question came up earlier in the learning checkpoint. Selling their land would allow the Dakota to receive annuities or annual payment of food and money, which could be used to purchase goods for survival. Another motivation for signing treaties is the Dakota would be able to retain some of their land by living on reservations. This would allow the Dakota to continue their traditional lifestyle rather than to blank or adopt the Americans' way of life. So again, where are you going to locate that information? It comes directly from what you read recently, okay? The motivation for land treaty section, but specifically this response is going to end up on page 6.20. And so you're going to have to read this page, okay, in its entirety. What is it? 3 paragraphs? Not that difficult. And so reread that, and then you should be able to come up with your response for question number 5. And when you're finished, don't forget to submit. If for whatever reason you don't get 5 out of 5, I would strongly encourage you to try again. Remember, you do have up to 3 attempts. All right. As always, if you have any questions, reach out to me or your HOA teacher. Take care and have a fantastic day.